Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Hello kings and queens. I'm always switching up this intro. I literally had like a coughing fit, so I had to restart this video. But anyway, today I am filming my top 5 spring scents. I think the last time I did a top 5 in terms of like fragrances was like last year summertime. So I think I'm like every season or every other season, depending on how well this goes, I'm going to do like a top 5 for certain seasons. So I have done 2 perfume collections, so if you want to see them, I will leave both of them perfume collections in the description box down below. I can't speak. When I haven't filmed for a long time, I like forget how to speak English. Like, get yourself together. Okay, so I have 5 fragrances that I want to show you guys that will be perfect for summer. Again, certain fragrances work with others and some just don't. But for me personally, for spring, I like to smell quite sweet, quite fresh. So sweet and fresh is kind of the way I like to personally smell. So some of these you may like, and some of these you're like, no bloody way am I ever gonna purchase this fragrance. So it's all down to personal preference, but I hope you guys find this video somewhat helpful. And yeah, I'm gonna get straight into it. So I might look down a bit because I am looking at the notes of these fragrances, but yeah, so the first scent I have is one that is honestly like, I don't know why it took me so long to buy this, because this is an amazing fragrance and I think will be perfect for the spring, kind of going into summer. So this is Miss Dior Absolutely Blooming. I've shown all of these fragrances in my perfume collection, so if you want more details, you can obviously go and watch my latest collection video. Like I said, will be listed in the description box down below. But this fragrance, amazing, lasting power all day and the next day. Like, this lasts so long on my skin, so long on my clothes. I can spray my clothes once, or like my scarf particularly, because I typically wear my scarf on an everyday basis because it's not really the weather's not cold, but it's not exactly warm, so I still wear my scarf quite a bit. I spray my scarf with this every single day. Well, not every single day, but I spray my scarf with this and my scarf smells exactly like this. Like, I cannot wear my scarf for like a couple of days and it still smells like this. Lasting power is A1, like 10 out of 10 lasting power. So if you're looking for a really long lasting perfume that you want to wear during the day and night, I would definitely recommend Miss Dior Absolutely Blooming, because it's absolutely amazing. I honestly love it so much. So the few notes in these are red berry, grass rose and peony accord, as well as white musk. Yeah, so those are not generally the notes that I typically go for, so it's kind of surprising that I like this fragrance. But honestly guys, if you haven't smelled it, definitely try it. It's a very sweet scent, but it kind of has like an older feel to it, so it's not like a 13-year-old kind of scent. But yeah, definitely very sweet and a hint of floral as well. Yes, quite floral, to be honest. Yeah, so if you like sweet floral scents, I would definitely recommend this. Go check it out, amazing. I have this in the 50ml and this is an EDP because I don't do eau de toilettes because they don't last as long, but that's a whole nother video to get into. But next fragrance is one that is well known and a lot of people love this fragrance, and this is Viktor Rolf Flowerbomb. I feel like the name itself, Flowerbomb, just reminds me of summer. Just very sweet and very floral scent. The top notes are bergamot and tea, the middle notes are jasmine, fuchsia and orchid, and the base note is center floral rose and patchouli. I love patchouli. I mention this in every video that I have. Any video that I'm talking about a fragrance, I talk about patchouli because it's one of my favorite things like in fragrances. So I absolutely love this fragrance. I do feel, I have heard a lot of people say that this lasts a really long time, which I do think it does, but I definitely feel that the Miss Dior Absolutely Blooming just lasted that bit longer than this. But I guess it just depends on your I've got lipstick on my teeth. It kind of just depends on your body chemistry and what works for you. But I know for a lot of people this lasts a lot on their skin. This is just a close-up of how it looks. I have the 50ml bottle, and this is an EDP. They do have an eau de toilette if you're into that, but again, another long-lasting fragrance, sweet and quite flowery as well. Definitely perfect for a spring day, and also a fragrance that you can wear during the day and night. Sticking with Viktor and Rolf, I feel like Viktor and Rolf, actually I don't even know if they have a lot of fragrances, but I also want to show you guys Bon Bon. I feel like this is again another great spring scent. In comparison to Flower Bomb, I feel like it's more on the sweet side, like it's very sweet. For me, Flower Bomb kind of leans towards kind of floral sweet, whereas this is just sweet. The name itself, Bon Bon, is, I don't know what Bon Bon means, but I'm pretty sure that kind of hints towards something that's sweet. And so the top note is mandarin, orange and peach. The middle note is caramel, jasmine and orange blossom. And the base notes are cedarwood, gaiac wood and saddlewood, as well as amber. So yeah, I feel like the caramel is probably what makes it sweet, which is the middle note. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Love this scent. I feel like the lasting power is pretty much the same as Flower Bomb. They last a pretty long time, but I feel like this one is more of a day scent, whereas Flower Bomb I feel like you can wear during the day and the night. That's just for me personally. If you smelt these before, you'd obviously have your own opinion on where you can I can't speak. If you've smelt these fragrances or had these fragrances, you have your opinion on when you can spray it on yourselves, like the time of day you can spray it on yourselves. But for me personally, I feel like Bon Bon is a great day scent, very, very sweet, and I feel like it's slightly younger than Flower Bomb. So if you're slightly younger, I think Bon Bon is a really good scent. But I feel like it's sweet. I feel like even though it's sweet, someone who is a lot older can wear it, because once it settles into your skin, it just gives like this beautiful sweet spring scent. So if you're looking for a day spring scent, definitely try Bon Bon. I have this in the 50ml bottle, and again it is an EDP, and this is just a close-up of how it looks. Just the most amazing packaging you can ever come across. So cute. The next fragrance I have is by Marc Jacobs. It's actually so funny because I think in my perfume collection, my latest one, somebody actually commented and was like, Marc Jacobs fragrances, like their packaging's so ugly, and I was just like, I was literally laughing because I actually think it's funny. But this is Marc Jacobs DOT. So to a lot of people the packaging can be ugly, but what can we do? Marc Jacobs. So this is Marc Jacobs DOT. I have this in the 100ml bottle. This for me is very different to the first three that I've just shown you guys. I feel like this one leans to more of the clean floral. Like it's not sweet to me, for me personally, at least on my skin. It's not sweet, it's more clean and floral. Let me just, yeah, it just gives like this clean aroma, and I feel like this is a really good scent to mix with others, like if you like layering your fragrances. I feel like this is a really good one that goes with a lot because it gives that kind of clean aspect to it. So if you kind of like clean, fresh floral scents, I would definitely recommend DOT. So the top note is red berries, the middle note is jasmine, and then the base note is driftwood. There's probably more, but I guess they've just rounded it up. But yeah, if you like clean scents, definitely recommend this one. Lasting power, I would say it's not as great as the first three that I've just shown you guys, but it's not bad. I would say it would last around, how many hours? I want to say 5-6 hours. But again, it may last longer on you depending on your body chemistry. It might last not as long, so it just depends on, you know, all of that good stuff. But this fragrance I would definitely say is a day scent. I wouldn't really not recommend, I guess you can wear fragrances whenever you want, but I feel like this fragrance should be worn during the day. It doesn't give me that night scent feel. I would definitely recommend this if you want something that's quite clean, fresh and floral, and I feel like it's a lot lighter on the skin than the first three. Like the first three, you can they're such a strong scent, and I feel like people can smell you a mile away. That's how strong they are, at least on me. Whereas this one is slightly subtle and a more intimate scent, so someone has to be a bit closer to you in order to kind of smell the fragrance. But nevertheless, it's a really good fragrance. Packaging is obnoxious, definitely wouldn't recommend for it's not travel friendly at all, as you can see, but it is a very nice scent. And the last fragrance I have is this small one right here, and this is a Tocca fragrance. A lot of people do not talk about this. I'm not completely sure why. I think it's because you can't get it in a lot of places. I believe you can get it from, I think, Sephora and in the US, as well as Space NK in the UK. I don't know if they sell this in Liberty, but this again, very, very clean and fresh. I feel like this and Marc Jacobs DOT are kind of similar. They don't smell the same, but in terms of, they give a very clean, fresh scent and very floral as well, which I think is perfect for springtime. So the notes in this are apple, watermelon, lemon, calypso, frangipani, lang lang, rose petals, freesia, creamy lactones, blonde woods, musk, amber, and nerlide. I don't know how to pronounce half of those things, but a lot of them are just very spring and clean and fresh. I think it says here breezy, playful, and sparkling. I don't know what the hell that means, but to me it's just a very clean and fresh scent. So if you're not into sweets like the first three that I showed you, I feel like this as well as DOT are really, really good, and I feel like they would work really well together, because this one, let me smell it. Yeah, this one is slightly stronger, but lasting power I would say is pretty much the same as DOT. For me, this is weird, because some days I put this on and it lasts so long, and then sometimes I put this on and it just lasts like 4 or 5 hours. So it just kind of just depends. I'm not completely sure why, but this is definitely a great, fresh, clean, floral spring scent. I said a lot. But yeah. Oh, I didn't do a close-up. So this is just how it looks. Just how it looks close up. I have the small bottle, which just has the you don't spray. I think the largest bottle they have is 1.7 fluid ounce, which is 50 ml. So that's the largest one they have, but I'm pretty sure this is quite expensive. Yeah, it's quite pricey, but this is Tocca Simone. So that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This video went longer than I anticipated. Nevertheless, I hope you guys found it informative. Let me know of any other spring fragrances that you like or you think I may like. Whenever I say that, you guys always leave great recommendations. Like, a lot of these fragrances I try is because someone's like recommended it in the comment section, and then when I go to smell it, I absolutely love it. So thank you to those of you who do respond when I do ask for suggestions. So my Instagram and Snapchat will be here, so feel free to follow me. Leave video requests down below. I hope you all have an amazing day, and don't forget to subscribe.